Okay, I think we're good. Welcome everyone to Petey Aprendendo Português. So today, I actually took a sick day today. And I was going to make the symbolic meaning of the day being recuperation. That might be tomorrow, recuperating. Or to recuperate would have been the theme of today. But actually, I'm leaning towards, since we're getting to 2060 on the day streak, that is an intense number. Because it's 2020, 2030 is 10 years, 40 would be 20, 50, 30, 60 would be 40, right? I don't know. Hold on. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Yeah, that's like 40 years of doing Duolingo. I don't know if I should do it that long, but there are quite a bit of things to cover in the course material. So, without further ado, let's just trek along and say goodbye to 2059, because that is just a day streak worth noting. And I will complete another perfect week for your next award. Yes, give me that sugar. Yes. Okay. Nos continuamos. Let's continue. Let's do our best. Come on. Let us do our best, my dudes. So, with that, 2060 days is on the next bandwagon. And we're going to call it the year of remembrance for the day streak. That's how I think 2060 is actually going to go. Even though I'm sick now, even though I probably should recuperate once I, allegedly retire. And it's the open book of 2059 could be when I retire. It doesn't mean I have to. But I think remembrance it has a more serious tone in the matter, So without further ado, let's just dive in, do our best, and really, I guess reflect back on and reflect forward. Remembrance, things of honor that we need to uphold, or that we might have upheld at one point in time, and hopefully we met up to our ideals. But if not, I'm only human, and we try to do the best for the people that are significant in our lives. And but anywho, let's say hello to 2060 days on the day streak. Hopefully it's a remembrance worth remembering. So let's do our best. And with that, we are in 12th place. I think I need to get 90% or higher in 5 lessons. We could definitely do that in just a few. Oh, wow, we're in 12th place? Somebody overtook us. It must have been Astrid. You hole Arid. So I'm thinking we just zoom through that by simply, humbly doing mistake eraser and just getting the flame, and we're going to cancel out if we get one wrong, so we have to get this perfect, otherwise shit. I said that, and I got this one. I almost completed a story time too, and on my phone app, and as I said, we can't get this wrong. I got one of them wrong. Because I don't like the 90% or higher things. It's just too much unneeded pressure.
Todos celebravam enquanto você agradecia a todos.
Let's see. Everyone was celebrating when you thanked everyone. Everyone, we're going to go slow here, was celebrating while you were, because ia is the past tense of that, while you were thanking everyone. Yes, I think that's how we do it. Okay, so I'm just going to focus real quick. Okay. Right, we got a perfect score on that.
Eram quase 10 da noite naquela cerimônia.
Okay, so it has been it has been
Eram.
It was fuck. It was almost 10 at night. During that ceremony, that naquela, and I'm just gonna really quick focus on the matchy matches because for some reason I can't do it right now. Okay, so we got 90% in 3 lessons queued up. Let's get it. Let's get the day streak. There we go. There's the first one, and just like that, perfect lesson. Shout out to Rage Cage on making this part of it easier. So let's see that day streak. What day is it today? And boom, 2,060 days on the day streak, keeping that flame going, keeping it alive. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, all right. There we go. Just like so, we're going to get the phone app one too. Ba-ba, ba-ba. Ba-ba, ba-ba. Sounds like Blue from Blue's Clues. There we go. 80% or higher in more than one lesson. Boom. There we go. 2060 on a Friday. Happy Friday. I took the day off from work because if I'm switching jobs, I might as well burn through my sick leave. I might even take Monday off. Who the heck knows? I don't know if I want to be that greedy. I'll be a good boy. I might take Thursday off though. So we got to do 16 lessons to carve in 3 days to carve a statue. As the camera auto adjusts. Bink. There we go. 2060. Just like that. Industrial speed. And yeah, let's continue on. 2060 on the day streak. And that's going to be, and when the year happens in 2060, PD of the future, look back on your life. Remember why you are awesome. And don't dwell on the past of like people that, you know, you failed. You know, people you failed, don't guilt yourself, you know. You're trying your best. You're kind of granted you're kind of a lightweight and it's okay. It's okay to be a lightweight. Just don't beat yourself up, man. Life happens, you know. So I'm going to go back to Duolingos. We're going to have a grand old time. 3 out of 5 as intended. And I'm thinking we do a matchy match. Then we just hammer down like personalized practices. Because we could easily get up to like 500 if we wanted to. So I'm thinking, yeah, personalized practice. Or sorry, let's do words. In the fall.
No outono.
At night.
De noite.
July.
Julho.
Heat.
Calor.
Cold. Frio.
40.
40.
De vocês.
Your.
Calor.
Heat.
No outono.
In autumn. In the fall.
Passeio.
Outing.
Presente.
Gift.
Frio.
Cold.
Supermercado.
Supermarket. Grocery.
Geleia.
Jam.
De noite.
At night.
Julho.
July.
Rua.
Street.
Moeda.
Coin. Jam. Outlining. Oh wait, de noite, heat, calor, coin, moeda, outing, grocery shop, supermercado, street, rua, high, alto, cold, frio, outing, passeio, exciting, emocionante, actor, ator, your, de vocês, child, criança, 40, I don't know. Climate scholar Tate? What the fuck is Tate? Like Andrew? That guy in Romania? Alarm clock. I don't know what that is. Several. Varios. 40, 40. July, Giulia. I guess. Presenti's gift. I guess Tate is explorar. But I don't know what that word is in English. It must be a mix-up. So we got 100% on that, because that's the default state of that. So, we could hypothetically get one wrong in the next one for personalized practice. Then we do mistake eraser. We could have done a play like that, but I don't know.
Eu conheço
Eu conheço o restaurante muito bem. I know a restaurant that's very good. Salve Echipo, what's up? Salve, mano. Boa noite. Oh, that means salve. Why is it sounds like saliva. I know the restaurant.
Nós
very well.
conhecemos a cidade bem. Nós conhecemos a cidade bem.
We know the city well.
Ele conseguiu bom grupo de alunos.
He got a group of good estudantes. A professora lançou o curso. Abriu. It's literally launch. It's lançou. Fuck you. Yeah, it literally says lançou. I didn't even have to look at it because I'm this good at the game.
Descansem bastante.
Descanse bastante sempre. Descansem. Descansem. Always get plenty of rest. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Tomem os remédios com água.
Tomemos remédios com água. Take medicine with water.
Eu saí de lá com muitas histórias. Saí.
I left there with many stories.
Eu pedi para voltar no próximo fim de semana. Eu pedi para voltar no próximo fim de semana.
I asked to come back next weekend.
Não sei onde está o mapa da ilha.
Não sei onde está o mapa da ilha. Ilha. I don't know where the island's map is.
Sabemos onde está a igreja antiga. Sabemos onde está a igreja antiga.
Sabemos onde está a igreja antiga. Sabemos onde está... Okay, we know where the old church is. Sabemos onde está a igreja. How do you spell igreja? Is that how you spell it? Igreja. Why is it? Antiga. Fuck. I forgot old, which is Antigas.
Algumas alergias a comida são horríveis.
Some food allergies are horrible. Some food allergies are horrible. Algumas doenças são graves.
Hoje, organizei meus documentos.
Hoje, organizei meus documentos. Today I organized my documents.
Hoje já organizei meus documentos. Hoje já organizei meus documentos.
Today I already organized my documents. Sabemos onde está a igreja antiga. Let's spell it right this time. We know where the old church is. Are you a spy? So we technically got 90% or higher. We could have done the cheesy way to get it. But that's okay. We're in 11th place. So nothing too... Like, we could do 30 a rip and still stay in a good standing. for like 2 lessons. We'll do 2 lessons. Actually, we only have 3 or 4 and then 4 or 4. Yeah. Excuse me. Desculpe. Uma profissão. We're going to do I think we'll do 2 lessons and then the story. And then we just got celebrate achievements at ceremonies. The last lesson. And then, of course, Unit 34 review. If we have time. But we're going to try to get this done.
Casal
perfeito. Casal perfeito. A perfect couple. Yes.
Lindo casal.
Lindo casal. A beautiful couple. The handsome. Salve.
O casal feliz.
O casal feliz. Happy couple.
Esse não é o meu código postal.
That is not my postal code.
Esse código postal é diferente. Esse código postal é diferente.
The postal code is different. Ela quer acampar na montanha. She wants to camp in the mountains. Acampar no verão. Okay, I love camping in the summer. Eu adoro acampar no verão.
Todas as regras.
All the rules. As regras do escritório.
A estrela do
filme é incrível. The star of the film is incredible. The main star. Estrela. A estrela principal é famoso. Famosa, yeah.
O armazém não está aberto agora.
There.
Armazém.
What is it? Oh, the warehouse isn't open now.
Está no armazém.
Estar no armazém? What the fuck? Estar no armazém. Está no armazém. Armazém. It's in the warehouse.
A nova presidente tem muitos projetos.
A nova presidente tem muitos projetos. Our new president has many projects.
Sua presidente. Sua presidente.
Your president. Acampar no verão. Which we got 2 wrong. So we got another 94%, even though that wasn't that attempted. We got 5 Gemmy Gems. We've got 9 Gemmy Gems. We got a total of 14 Gemmy Gems. And just like we've intended, we've gotten to 10th place. We could try to do 9th place, which would require us to get to 600, but I'm not too competitive right now. I never really have been. I've just been trying to survive in Diamond League. So the Fab Salute, how you doing, man? You're my only friend right now on Twitch. Hopefully you're still listening. Let's do another one. Personalized practice 404.
Eles preferem vinho tinto.
Eles preferem vinho tinto. They prefer red wine. Vinho tinto. Fuck with a T. Tinto é mais romântico. Red wine is more romantic.
Vamos abrir uma garrafa de tinto.
Vamos a abrir uma garrafa de tinto. Let's open a bottle of red wine, baby. Yeah, let's get crunk.
Quando é que chega o caminhão?
When is the... When is...
Chega.
When is it enough?
Caminhão.
When
Quando?
is the truck arriving? Is the truck arriving? Yes. Quando? What's the word for truck? Ooh. I don't know what I just did. caminhão chegando. Quando é que chega o caminhão? Shit.
Ela quer mudar de assunto e falar sobre os convidados.
Ela quer mudar de assunto e falar sobre os convidados. She wants to change the subject and talk about the guests. Temas, I think is topics, or is it tópicos? Yeah, it's temas. Vamos temas de assunto. Fuck. Oh, assunto as subject. Vamos mudar. Let's change de assunto, the subject. The cake is delicious.
Minha avó contava histórias sobre mau vizinho.
My grandmother, was it my grandfather? Yeah, my grandmother used to tell stories about a bad neighbor. My grandmother used to tell me stories about a bad neighbor. That she did.
Aquele mau amigo.
Aquele mau amigo. Grandma's racist. Oh no.
A lua de mel na praia é super romântica.
A lua de mel na praia é super romântica. Honeymoon on the beach is very romantic. Oh yeah. You know what else is super romantic? Doing the hanky-panky, yo.
Sabia que a lua de mel durou 2 semanas?
I'm gonna listen to this at 60 and I'm gonna be like, yo, what am I on?
Sabia que a lua de mel durou 2 semanas.
Do you know that the honeymoon lasted 2 weeks? Good. It should last a fucking half a year. Making those grandbabies, goddammit.
As canetas.
The pens.
2 canetas. 2 canetas.
2 pens.
Sim, a gente...
Sim, a gente sempre manda pacotes para elas. Sim, a gente sempre manda pacotes para elas. Yes, we always send packages to them.
O caminhão traz pacotes. O caminhão traz pacotes.
Traz. I heard a gras. The truck brings packages, yes. Quando é que o caminhão que chega de caminhão, I think I think it's something like that. De caminhão. Oh, fuck! I almost had it. Quando é que chega o caminhão? We almost got it. How about we mudar de assunto? O bolo está delicioso. O caminhão. Quando é que chega o caminhão? When is the truck arriving? Because I've got packages to deliver. Yes. And with that, we've got sugar to uphold. We've got a treasure chest to open. How much of that good do we have? We've got 27,418. We've got enough for a nuclear winter in case if our friend decides to spite us and rug pull the Super Duolingos away from us. That would be... We're prepared for the nuclear winter. I think it burned away my friend quest streak, but you know, it is what it is, man. Let's do a story time to top off the day. Uma profissão.
Uma profissão.
A profession.
Na escola, a professora pede uma apresentação sobre profissões. Cada pessoa precisa escolher uma profissão para o futuro.
In school, the teacher asked for a presentation about professionals. Each person needs to choose a profession for the future.
Que legal! Eu
cool.
adoro apresentações.
I love presentations.
Eu não gosto de falar na frente da turma.
I know. I do not. I do not like to talk in front of class.
O que você quer ser no futuro, Lily?
What do you want to be in the future, Lily?
Não sei. Talvez artista.
I don't know, maybe an artiste.
Só artista? Você precisa de mais coisas na apresentação.
Only an artist, you need more things in the presentation.
Por quê? Eu gosto de desenhar. É isso.
Why? I like to draw. That's it.
Bem, eu quero ser médica, astronauta, cantora de K-pop e presidente.
Well, I want to be a doctor, an astronaut, a singer, and a K-pop singer and a president.
Zari, a professora quer uma profissão. Uma.
Zari, the teacher wants one profession. One. Yeah, they have to choose
Mas
one.
eu não posso escolher só uma. Eu gosto de tudo.
I can't only choose one. I like them all.
Esse é o seu problema.
That's your problem.
Zari apresenta primeiro. Ela fala por 10 minutos sobre 5 profissões diferentes.
She presents her first. Zari she talks for about 10 minutes about 5 different professions.
Depois, Lily apresenta.
After, Lily presents.
Eu quero ser artista. Eu gosto de desenhar. Obrigada.
I want to be an artist. I like to draw. Thank you.
A apresentação de Lily dura 15 segundos. A professora dá as notas.
The presentation of Lily lasts 15 minutes. The teacher gives the notes. The presentation of Lily was muito curta. Yeah.
Lily, que nota você tirou?
Lily, what grade did you receive?
10.
10.
O quê? Eu tirei 8, mas eu falei por 10 minutos.
What? I got 8, but I spoke for 10. But I spoke for 10 minutes. The teacher asked, a professora pediu uma perguntas. She asked a professor. Eu falei uma. Você falou 5. There we go. We're paying attention here.
A professora pediu uma profissão. Eu falei uma. Você falou 5.
You said 5, yeah.
Isso não é justo.
That's not just.
Pela primeira vez na vida, eu estou muito.
She asked first, at the time in my life, I'm very, for the first time in my life, I am very happy to have a good grade. Yeah. Muito feliz por uma nota.
Eu não acredito. Uma profissional bem-sucedida como eu tirou 8.
I can't believe it. A professional, what is it? A successful professional like me got an 8.
Bem-vinda ao meu mundo, Zari.
Welcome to my world, Zari. Oh, you gotta be a better friend. Come on. Lily got a perfect score because she chose only one profession. Which is kind of like, I don't know. I feel like she could present more empathy there. But, you know, it is what it is. We're in 10th place, and we're in a solid 10th place. I think I could rest there with 1 minute to fly. Yeah, we're going to let that count down. Because, like, why not? Most importantly, we got to say hi to our Finchie. There we go. Happy Friday. Okay, so that's our day streak on this deal. And with 30 seconds left, I just want to thank you guys for liking so far. And let's take a look. It was a joyful, mindful moment. Sometimes I like to thank past Peep for getting me to where I am today. Wanted to do it with me? Thanks for the reminder to be grateful for my past self. Oh my God. Past Peep, for all the adventures you've taken. Thank you, Past Peep. If it weren't for you, I would never have discovered my favorite toys and foods cheap. And with that, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0 seconds. I goofed up the switching. Shit. Fuck. All right. So we got 3 minutes left to midnight. That's why I kind of rushed this one. And that's pretty much a good deal in our day. I'm just gonna spam. I mean, I pretty much did everything. I did choose a healthy. There we go. Start adventure. We're good. A wonderful Wizard of Oz. So we are set with that. We're going to say hello to Vampy, which is our streamer friend. And I'm going to say, yo. Encouragement. I'm going to do this probably a little bit later. Oh, actually, let's see what reward we got for today. Looks like we got a purple chest. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is the thing. I'm going to choose color. I'm going to do one short day in the Emerald City. Oh my god, my fucking room. My fucking room is perfect. I needed a green bed to finish my Wizard of Oz aesthetic. I like green, you know, like emerald as a color. Actually, Naya was talking about naming our kid Emerald, which I think is weird. Which, honestly, I named a character because I played Pokemon Emerald. I played Pokemon Emerald, and you know, back in the day, when you're an OG Pokemon player, the original protagonist was, you know, red and blue, or green if it's the Japanese version. Then, you know, the Pokemon Adventure series, I think, took it to the next step where there's red, blue, green was like the girl, yellow was actually a younger girl that had a Pikachu, gold and silver, you know, gold, like, and then you trade. I'm jumping around here. But, you know, when you got to Gen 3 in Pokemon, it was Ruby, which was Brendan, and Sapphire was the female protagonist, which was, what's her name? I just called her Saf, because I couldn't, it didn't fill up the full text dialogue. And then Emerald, once Pokemon Emerald came out. Now that game is super expensive to get the fresh cartridge of. But Pokemon Emerald was the best. Like, at the time. I mean, I don't know. Past, present, future. It was the most. I think they're making Delta Emerald, and I really hope that they do. I would be super ecstatic if they can. I would buy a Switch just to play Delta Emerald. That's how much I love Gen 3. It's just... I'm just cheap, because I'm cheap. Like I don't cheap like Peep. And I guess maybe this is kind of how the theme of the day streak would go. In 2060, I'm gonna be an old man, probably not as handsome as I am now, and I'll probably be looking at, you know, the future. I'll be in the future looking at the past, and in remembrance of the good times. Like, oh man. Like, I remember where I was. I don't know where it was exactly because I was bad with directions as a kid. Still kind of am, but I remembered riding up or, like, walking up a hill with my headphones on, or, like, my ear to the Game Boy Advance speaker of just the cutscene of Groudon. It was either, like, Groudon or Rayquaza, where, like, Groudon and Kyogre are fighting, or it might have been original Ruby. But I just remember as a kid that being such an impactful moment in my life. And I might even just get a handheld and just go to town that way, or find a way to get an unlicensed cartridge. Because it's like, if I buy an original Ruby, Sapphire, or Emerald game, it's going to be like $200. It's going to be like insane. I'm actually going to look that up real quick. Give me a sec. Let's go to... Oh, yeah, and the day streak is gone. Let's see. I'm just going to look this up. Pokemon Emerald. Just the GBA game. Yeah, like this. Literally $250 for a cartridge. Like, this used to be $50. This looks like a fake one. Like, this one looks like a fake one. And I just... Authentic Pokemon video games collection, GBA, Nintendo, 3DS, pick and choose. Like, $49.95 to $899.95. Like, it's insane. Like, why is this one $35? This has got to be a fake. This doesn't... Yeah, this looks like a fake version of it. But I would still get the fake version because it's like $30. That's how much it was. Like, if they re-released Pokemon Emerald, like the physical GBA cartridge, I would buy it. I would so totally buy it because I just love the green, you know? That's how we got on the topic. We were talking about Wizard of Oz. But yeah, 2060 is now no more, and we got the XP boost burnt out. So I think it's time to conclude. But I would say, you know, at the very least, it's as much as today has been about recuperating. I would say the theme of every tens of being alive past 2026, past 2020, 2020, 2030, 2040, 2050, 2060. This is kind of a, I guess, a reunion of when I started Duolingo in the first place. 2030 being the year of reflection, 2040 being the year of reminiscence, 2050 being the year of reunion, and 2060 being the year of remembrance. A lot of rewords. Remembrance. And it's kind of a cool symbolic thing. I might be making this more epic and legendary than it is, but it means something to me as a obsessive archivist that has to constantly monitor and submit and archive my progress of something as simple as Duolingo. I don't know. I got to make it fun, you know? So let's take a look at 2060 one last time. Thank you guys so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing. Boom. 2060. There, you heard it here first, folks. 2060 on the day streak. 2060. How do you guys think 2060 is going to be? Are you guys going to be alive for that? I sure hope I am. As much as I'm hopeful of things, it is kind of sad news. I think it was this previous Monday that happened. One of a guy I've been following, David Wilcox was his name. He ended up passing away. And he was a super kind, chipper guy that was in the, like, kind of the conspiracy theory community. Not really conspiracy theory, just like, he did a lot more stuff with, like, Disclosure Fest and stuff to that nature. And I do sometimes wonder, like, was it really him that did that? Or... I don't know. I don't want to get in. That's where I start getting afraid of talking about stuff, because it really hit home in a lot of ways, shapes and forms. A lot of shapes and forms. Man, I don't know what's in these energy drinks, but I swear to God, like, there's something messing up my brain in this. Is it the ginseng? I don't know what's in this thing. It's got Panac ginseng that makes your wiener, I have no filter right now. I probably could have ended it right now, but it is what it is. Petey of the future. Hopefully your heart health's okay. Hopefully you shook the habit of consuming energy drinks and your teeth are okay, your hair is rejuvenated and all that shit. Or, you're just, in a new surrogate body, or you've cloned yourself and transferred your consciousness into the clone, or if that's a thing. Is it really transferring your consciousness if, like, you end up passing on and then passing only your memories to it? It's a little bit taboo, and I feel like that, that type of archiving is a little I wouldn't want to be the beta testing of that stuff. It's a bit controversial. But it would be interesting if there was some form of gene therapy that could reverse aging and repairing DNA from potential damage from, food products. And, if not, if 2060 is the year I go, maybe it might be in remembrance, Hey, it's been fun. It's been real. I'm feeling sick right now. And I guess thinking about my life and making it to that point, and maybe quite possibly I make it like another 30, 40 years, given the trends of science and medical advancements, maybe we all live, our life expectancy is a lot more and a lot greater. That would be something. That would be a miracle. Hopefully it doesn't require some weird stem cell stuff where it's unethically sourced from aborted babies. But if it is, I guess that's where vampires come from. But if not, if it's sourced, then I guess we're all gonna be, we're gonna be into the goths, doing vampiric shit. But it's ethically sourced vampirism. It's grass-fed, ethically sourced, because you could get stem cell exosomes from the umbilical cord of a consenting mother and just propagate that, and that could be where reparations of connective tissue and hair. That's what I ended up getting a treatment for, and hopefully that works. Hopefully that worked, because I spent some good money on that. But, anything to cure the body dysmorphia stuff. And hopefully by that point, PD of the future, you don't have any, regrets. I kind of have regrets of letting body dysmorphia kind of overtake my trajectory of my life. I feel like I really could have... just ignored stuff and yeah. I just go gun-ho and be true to yourself. I think that's kind of what I want to do in a roundabout sense from now on. This year's more about rekindling and reacclimating with the people around me for 2026. And I guess there's a 6 in 2026, so I guess it's relevant to talk about. And, I reach out to a bunch of people all the time, and I realize, I left, I ended up having a Facebook account, and I ended up leaving and ended up doing YouTube to seek refuge and find friends there. Sure enough, I feel like I remembered why I left. I remembered why I left. A lot of people, I think, just didn't like me after a while. And people come and go. And it's inevitable. It's a little sad. And I guess people are still in the headspace of oh, I don't need to know this person ever again. I dealt with them a little bit, and then that's it. To me, maybe I take more sacredness to friendships, and then I get too serious. Sometimes you just get too serious about stuff, and then it ends up blowing up in your face, where everybody just wants to be buddy, hey, what's up, man? And if you get too much like that, then you have no connections at all. So it's what is it? 6-7. Sorry. Which is it, Yeah, Excuse me. Like for me, I like getting into friendships that are deeply rooted and deeply tied towards something significant and deep. Deep. Otherwise, it's bullshit, you know? Otherwise, it's stupid. Like, why am I talking to you if we're not going to talk about the secrets of the universe here and, like, start talking about anti-gravity and worrying about the government? And then, you know, like, some people just want to be like, hey, man, what's up? Let's do some funny shit. And that's important, too, because, like, you can't just be, you know, furrowed eyebrows all the time thinking about the universe and all that. You got to be like, yeah, man, let's, you know, play Pokopia and build my little base here and have a good old time and punching trees and, you know, on Minecraft. You know, there's got to be, like, that balance, and I just haven't learned it. And maybe it's just like me as a musician having that like shonen anime protagonist, gun ho for the longest time. I don't have it really much anymore. I'm kind of a sad fool sometimes, but hopefully not too much in the future. Where I just don't care anymore now, and kind of like, you know, like the beginning of like Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. You know, where they just all get fat and they just let themselves go, and they're like, that's the start of the game where like they did the hero's journey, they saved Tootie, they did it again, and then that's it, the end. Let's get fat. Let's eat a bunch of pizza and just play video games all day. I feel like, I don't know, they like that type of a calling, and maybe rekindling is a sense of, it could be a year in 2026, that being this year, is just a means of, I don't know. I actually don't know. Like, could just be a year of, you know, connecting with friends. But at what cost is, you know, and it's not all gloom and doom either. A friend of mine reached out to me, you know, a couple friends of mine I reconnected with and rekindled some friendships. I think 3 so far. Actually a 4th one. Some online friends and some you know, in-person friends, you know, IRL friends. Like 3 solid IRL friends reached out to me, which is kind of cool. So, anywho, I'll leave it at that. 2060. It'll be a good year. You know, I don't know what's going to happen in that year, but I say this every day. And that's the thing, too. Is there ever really a bad year? Like the whole year? We're all alive. We're all, you know, we're all still breathing. We have food. We have food, water, shelter. For the most part. You know, if you don't have that, then that's, you know, you're in survival mode, essentially. But as long as you have the basics, that's not so bad. Hopefully, you know, you could come up with like a reliable food source that can like isn't full of poison and chemicals and all that stuff. I'm in slow-mo right now. I gotta say, my teeth have always been crooked. I've always been self-conscious of that. They weren't always like that. I don't know what happened. But anywho, let's see. Let's take a look at the flame one last time as we're going, because I've yapped way too much. You know, and sometimes you just gotta let people go and gravitate towards people that are just cool, you know, and they want to be your friend and all that. So, go where you're loved, as they say. And boom. 2060 on the day streak. But I hope that when I look back on these years, I remember that, I don't know, I just remember that, these are probably the good days. And I just don't know it because I'm going through it. And work sucks. But, the team that I have is great. I like them. I mean, it's my cousin and my friend from 3rd grade. I'm going to leave that to get more money. It might be the biggest mistake ever, but it's like a lot more money, so it's a trade-off, and it's a little bit less stability in that, and it's scary to change, but the money is definitely something that I work for. That's, reasons for having a job. But hopefully that you have hopefully, PD of the future, you've gotten enough musical wins for you to feel like a musician. Right now, I still feel like an imposter as an artist because I haven't really done as much as I'd like to. But anywho, that could be something I look back on and I took way too seriously. But let's just think of 2060 as a year of remembrance, and maybe we'll reflect. We'll remember just how life turned out, all the goods and the bads, and just how it's good now. Because that's all that exists is now. So, anywho, thank you so much for joining me on this beautiful day. We kept the flame alive. That's all I gotta say. And as always, muito obrigado por assistir. Boa noite. Ciao, ciao for now. Take care. Até próxima.